and they're up against some big boys at the back for Denmark. You know, it is what it is, though. They're winning second ball, like you say, and that's allowing them to get closer to goal. You know, and they've looked livelier than any passage in the game. But if they don't score early, I just fancy or just feel that they'll get caught. I keep mentioning this 3-4-3 for Denmark, but it really works out well for them. If they can suffer the pain of the Czechs being parked at the edge of their goal mouth, then I think they'll be able to hit them on the counter.
Well, Kasper Schmeichel's already made 3 saves in this half, and the second of them, I didn't quite appreciate at the time how good it was from that Barak effort to just fingertip it round the post. Here come the Czech Republic again, winning it in midfield, knocking it to the right-hand side here for Koufal. He goes with a cross into the penalty area. Schick with a volley, and it's in the back of the net. What a go! What a start to the second half from the Czech Republic. That has been coming. Schmeichel unable to stop this one from Schick, who scores his 4th of the tournament. It's the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, we were saying the desperation from Silhavi, and it had to be. It's a desperate situation. They need 2 goals down, but they've come out like gangbusters. A lot of it is a change of personnel, but also it's let's get on the ball. It's a great ball in from Koufal, and we know that Schick is a great finisher.
Early stages of the second half, and Denmark have been rattled. They've been pegged back here. It's the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. Jaroslav Silhavi made a double switch at half-time, and it seems to have really got his side G'd up. They've had 3 attempts, or had 3 attempts prior to the goal, which came after a counter-attack down the right-hand side. Vladimir Koufal delivering a lovely ball to Patrick Schick, and under pressure he got his volley away and just knocked it wide of the diving Schmeichel, who denied 3 of his colleagues prior to that in a second half assault. We've played less than 5 minutes. It's all the Czech Republic as they try and get themselves back into this game, and any thoughts that this match might not go to extra time or penalties have to be shelved for the time being. It's the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, they are back in it. We said they had to score the next goal, and they did just that. I still fancy Denmark to hit them on the break, but this goal causes consternation. It was all rosy in the garden, wasn't it, at 2-0? You know, you're going at half-time. What should we do, lads? Well, pat the back. Let's have a cup of tea and think about it. You rest on your laurels. You know, the Czechs go in at half-time, and they get torn off, don't they? Don't we care? You know, we have to go there, make it the best 45 minutes of your playing career. And they've come out like absolute gangbusters, haven't they? And if they can keep on going and use this momentum to grab an equaliser, who knows where this game will go.
At the moment, it's going the way of the Czech Republic as they try and release Schick down the left-hand channel as a Danish defender gone down holding his face there after contact with the Bayer Leverkusen forward. Referee Bjorn Kuipers is coming across. He's blown his whistle here. I think it was just an arm. An inadvertent elbow, that's what it was. Kiar's gone down like he's been absolutely poleaxed, but I think it's an inadvertent contact, but maybe still fairly painful for Simon Kjær. Seeing a replay of the goal again. It's Kjær, oh no, it's Vestergaard who's not tight enough to Schick when he gets that volley, and it goes through Vestergaard's legs and just escapes the fingertip grasp of Kasper Schmeichel.
He's a great striker, I think. You know, he just... he knows what's going on. He's waiting for the cross, and he just peels off 2 or 3 yards. It's vital, isn't it? Vestergaard's looking at the man who's going to pass the ball, and then all of a sudden he's looking at, well, where's my man gone? Well, he's too far away. You're not going to be able to close that down or block it out. It was a good hit, that. Yeah,
it reminds me a bit of Edinson Cavani, Patrick Schick. Certainly in this tournament he does, as attempted cross from Braithwaite is defended by Boyle, but at the expense of a Denmark corner. So this is the first time they've had the ball in an attacking sense, really, in the second half so far. It's been backs to the wall for Denmark, but they've got a chance now to maybe just relieve some pressure with this corner. The men in white come up from the back. Vestergaard, Kjær, Christensen as well. Entering the penalty area, trying to get first contact onto this set piece. The Czechs have got plenty of height as well. We've noted the fact they've got taller at half-time with the substitutions they've made. And so it's going to be Striger Larsen with the corner into the near post. Headed clear in that region by Schiller-Stuka. Comes back to Denmark in midfield. Damsgaard brings it down. Sends a crossfield switch pass out to the far flank, and Højbjerg, who stayed up from the corner, headed away by Kallas, picked up by Jankto, who's going to try and run it clear. He's got Højbjerg in hot pursuit, but he is quick here, Jankto, and he gets away from him, then holds it up and looks to go back before Højbjerg manages to knock it out for a throw-in. Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. And the momentum has very much shifted in this game. It was Denmark's first half, although the Czech Republic did have spells, but the team in red are pushing for an equaliser now. That pass is a little bit high for Boyle, but the left back does well to knock it forward towards Schick. Then plays a pass towards Kremenchik, backing into Vestergaard. Kremenchik trying to backheel it to Schick, but it comes off the defender and now forced to Striga Larsen to clear. Sent up the line, headed down by Callas, finding Boyle, looks up to cross, goes back onto his right foot, back to Barak and back to Boyle. Doesn't want it on the left, goes back to his right here. Still yet to play the ball in, finds Barak. They're waiting patiently in the penalty area. Now queuing up at the back post, the Czech players, as Barak tries to work a situation on his left foot, taking it to the byline, trying to get past Delaney, but he's solid in the tackle there, the Borussia Dortmund man. But then he delays his clearance, gets a second chance and volleys it high into the air, into the Czech half. There's a coming together between two players, Callas and Braithwaite. The referee's seen it as the Danish player's foul, and it's a free kick to the Czech Republic.
Yeah, Braithwaite just pushes his man in the back. Callas goes tumbling down. But in that attack again, you know, there were three Danes trying to get forward and just three defenders. It's a tantalising game. The Czechs had to, sort of break their system, if you like, to get bodies forward to force the pace. And that gamble's worked off this second half, but he's still allowing Denmark to counter on them.
Oh, man in space in the penalty area. Yankto takes it on the chest, tries to cut it back. Chance for Kremenchik, can't get a shot away. He was smothered by Vestergaard, who was much tighter to him than he was to Schick on the goal that Czech Republic did score. But this time Vestergaard does his job and it remains at 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, Kremenchik there just tried to spin and turn in the box. He realises that was half a chance, but he's come on and he's given Schick company, and I think they're better off for that. You know, all of a sudden the back three for Denmark have got their hands full, haven't they? Who's the spare man? Or all of a sudden they've got different jobs to do. It was pretty easy as somebody looking after Schick, somebody mopping up behind him. Now there's a bit more work for those guys to do.
Got the look of a John Hartson about him, hasn't he, Michael Kremenchik? Not just the way that his shaven head sticks out with it gleaming in sweat, but also the way he carries himself. Here's a chance on the counter for Denmark now. Braithwaite into the penalty area, looking for the foul, looking for the trip, doesn't get it. In fact, he's fouled the Czech Republic player who smuggles it away. The referee says no free kick, play on, and Denmark have it again near the halfway line with Højbjerg, who goes back to Vestergaard, and he calms things down with a back pass to Schmeichel on the edge of his D. Sends it into midfield again. Chance to turn here for Christensen, knocking it back and getting it in return from Delaney. Down the right they come with Striga Larsen. Christensen's joined the attack here. They've got bodies forward. It's with Braithwaite laying it back to Damsgaard. Support arriving on the left-hand side. Looks back to the right again. Christensen still with him here, the centre-back. Knocks it back to Delaney. Left-footed pass finding Damsgaard centrally now. Trying to wriggle his way between the lines. Finding left-back Marl, who delivered the beautiful assist for Dolberg's goal just prior to half-time. Dolberg very quiet in the second half so far. We've played 10 minutes of this second period. It's still the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2, but renewed hope for the Czechs. Here comes Christensen again, chipping into the penalty. It might be a chance at the far post, but it's headed behind by the retreating Soufal for a Denmark corner.
Good ball in, wasn't it? Because Koufal was facing his own goal, had to deal with it, had to take a risk, but that's a good defensive header. They were onside as well in that move. Koufal needed to do that. So, chance for the Danes just to take a little bit of a break, because it's been an onslaught for them the first 10 minutes of the second half.
Well, the tempo will drop, won't it, John? You mentioned the fierce temperatures out in Baku for this game, and the sweat is absolutely pouring off the players at the moment as Striga Larsen takes the corner. This one's chipped into the far post. Nobody there in white. It's headed clear by Schick. But Yankto can't gather, and the dependable Højbjerg takes it again. This time his pass out to the right side is beautifully delivered to Striga Larsen. Back it goes to Damsgaard. Left-footed pass into the middle is headed clear by Schiller-Stuka. Damsgaard gets another chance, takes it on the chest. Then he's dispossessed by Barak. Just too strong for him there, the Czech man. Slipping it to Yankto. Little quick feet there to Schick. Out to the right-hand side. The counter-attack moves very quickly now. And Koufal delivered the assist for the goal they got in the 49th minute. Into Souček's feet, trying to link up with Schick again. The pass wasn't there, and it falls safely to Kasper Schmeichel.
Again, the red shirts were pouring forward there. It's a numbers game. They're getting it right. They got bodies forward. This Schmeichel just picking his shirt off. It's hot. Somebody was saying they're 30 degrees out there right now in Baku. Hot and too hot. Tournament football, though, isn't it? it's always going to be in the summer pretty much, and you've got to cope with it. But here come the Czech Republic again.
Yeah, Højbjerg's given it away, a bit of a rarity that, but he isn't punished as the attempted slip ball through by Callas was straight through to Kasper Schmeichel. And there's a bit of game management going on here from the Danes. They are trying to waste every second they can. Schmeichel was slow to pick that one up before kicking it clear to Braithwaite. Heads it on. Damsgaard can't anticipate that one, so it's back to Vaxlik. Rather dodgy first touch, but he gets away with it as Damsgaard closing him down. Played into midfield, space for Yankto on the half turn. He looks up and tries to assess his options, knocks it wide to the overlapping Boyle. Boyle this time finds Yankto, takes it on the burst, goes straight past the defender Striga Larsson, delivers a great ball to the back post, but Schmeichel in command comes out and claims it.
Well, you know what, it's a bit like Rocky IV, this one, isn't it? I think all the neutrals were after Denmark, and they were so good the first half. But now if you're a neutral watching it, you're thinking, go on, Czech Republic, you're doing really well. You know, they're showing a lot of courage out there, aren't they? And yeah, it's all change. You know, those who instinctively would have felt for Denmark now thinking, well, the Czech boys are giving it their all, and you want to see that rewarded. You want to see them get something, and Denmark now are going to be forced to make changes.
Well, no doubt the neutrals feeling that Denmark are rocky in this bout, whereas the Danes have come out in the second half like Ivan Drago, I will break you, and they're having a good go at it so far as they make this double change. Kasper Dolberg mentioned he'd been quiet in the second half. He's the one sacrificed, or he's the striker sacrificed. They were just seeing highlights of his performance today, including that volleyed second goal. Beautiful finish, but just a bit innocuous in the second half. He's been replaced by Yusuf Poulsen.
I think the thing is that they have to do a lot of hard work. He takes his chances really well, but Poulsen has got a real engine about him. And Christian Norgard is going to come in now, and that's a defensive change for Mikkel Damsgaard. Norgard can play as a holding midfielder or even defender at times, can't he?
Yeah, so Norgard is on to try and stiffen things up in midfield, maybe a little bit more physical presence as well, to try and stop the Czechs overpowering him in that area. As Denmark have the free kick, play it into Delaney's feet. He gets a little bit stuck there, but wins the free kick again. Norgard stands over it, but he's taking his time over the restart. Yusuf Poulsen has got Urari written on the back of his shirt, just to confuse us there, but pretty easy to spot him with that long dark mane. A nice play here by Norgard straight away. It's Delaney it is, who tries to flick it to Poulsen, but won back by Kufal. Sent wide to the right for Braithwaite to have a go at Boyle. Dribbling into the penalty area, stumbles as he takes on the defender, and he falls, and the ball goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's not going to help you, that is it, falling over. Anyway, I've been banging on about Denmark's 4-3-3, and of course what the Czechs have done is force them to change their system. So they'll be feeling good about that, and good about the goal that they've got, and he buys them a ticket, but they're still a goal behind, aren't they? 2-1 down. You know, they've made it a one-goal game, and anything can happen, and they've been good this second half, but they desperately need to get that second goal.
Should have been a corner, that, John. There was a little flick off the inside leg of a Czech defender, which either linesman or referee spotted, and even Braithwaite, who was stumbling at the time, didn't appeal for it. Perhaps that was why Bjorn Kuipers wasn't interested in anything other than a goal kick there. Maybe not quite making up for the controversial one in the first half. I say controversial, only seemed that way in my eyes. Not heard too much about whether Striga Larsson's corner, which led to the first goal, was the right decision or not. Here comes Poulsen on the half turn. He manages to wriggle round the defender. He's got pace, and he's attacking the Danish, the Czech Republic back two now. The substitute tries to spin it wide to Braithwaite, then sent into the penalty area for the supporting Norgard. Denmark still on the attack here. Poulsen, can he get his shot away? No, great challenge comes in. Just as he was pulling the trigger there, I think it was Callas threw himself in front. Or it might have been Souček, actually, who was committing himself there to the tackle. And now the referee's had his attention drawn to a possible clash of heads here. So 60 minutes gone in this game. It's still Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, I thought they were a bit stilted in that counter-attack. You know, Poulsen hurdles the first challenge. I'm wanting him to look up and play that ball sooner. You know, eventually when they do get the ball, I didn't think it was good to do a ball in from Braithwaite. Anyway, some good defending there in the end by the Czechs, who again eventually got enough numbers back.
Yeah, it's a bend but not break type of strategy from the Czech Republic here. They have to take risks. They have to bend a little defensively to try and open up Denmark, but these last-ditch challenges on that occasion from Souček are just stopping the Danes from really threatening Vaxlik's goal. It looks like this head injury might be a little bit more serious than it first seemed, because the Czech doctor and medics and the physios are trying to attend to it. Maybe he's drawn blood here, and this could be the need for bandaging here, which is always good for the commentators because it's easy to spot a player with a huge bandage on his head.
Yeah, it's right, but I tell you what, I mean, you know, tournament football, trapdoor football, like we saw yesterday with Italy and Belgium, players flinging themselves around, just absolutely give it their all. Oh, and I tell you what, there was studs from Poulsen. His follow through just took him through the head of that player, and he's going to have a gashed forehead, a great big bandage to cover that. Not only that, but walking wounded now is Andrei Salyutska as well, the Sparta Prague man. He's been chaired off. I don't think he's going to play any further part. He looks like he's run his race, and it looks like Jakub Brabec is the latest to come on. Yeah,
they're not particularly well blessed for centre-backs, the Czech Republic, so this is a big blow. Šalešťuka, who's one of the most experienced in the squad. You're right, Brabec is the player who's been prepared here. He's just going through some warm-up exercises on the sidelines. It looks pretty grim here for Šalešťuka. Definite leg injury, probably maybe muscle injury, and this could be at the end of his tournament, unfortunately. Whether the Czech Republic go through or not, he'll be, I'm sure, not available for the semi-final and possibly the final that follows in just 8 days' time. But they've patched up Souček. He's coming on. Brabec is waving to friends in the crowd here. He seems like he's the coolest and most relaxed man on the park. He needs to get himself up for the fight here, because the rest of his teammates certainly have been in this second half. We've played 20 minutes of it. It's Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. We're midway through the second half in Baku. Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. It's been an all-out second half assault from the Czechs, and they've got a goal back. It came via a scrappy bit of play initially, and then the ball was set out to the right-hand side. Vladimir Koufal sent in a good cross in, and a volley from Schick managed to squeeze its way through Vestergaard's legs and beat Kasper Schmeichel to bring the Czech Republic back into this game. Prior to that, Schmeichel had saved from Barak with a lovely fingertip stop and attempted overhead kick from Schick, which fell into his arms following an earlier effort as well. So it'd been all-out attack for the Czech Republic. Denmark have had their moments, and substitute Yusuf Poulsen had a good opportunity a few moments ago, but his strike was well blocked by Souček inside his own penalty area. He injured his head in the act of doing that, and he's now striding around the park with a huge bandage. We've played 65 minutes in the game. Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, Herculean efforts out there from the Czech Republic. It's hot in Baku, 30 degrees. And you know what? They're going helter-skelter out there. Games come in quick succession in tournament football, don't they? Particularly if you're successful. And, you know, we saw that yesterday, didn't we? Injury to the Italian left-back who was having a good tournament.
Yeah, Spinazzola.
Yeah, and a lot of teams just don't have that great strength in depth. That's one of the benefits England have got. I think it's a good, strong squad of